Mr. Jickles, with the recent COVID-19 outbreak, are you still going to be producing content that we all love and enjoy regularly?
Why, yes, thank you for asking. I've been meaning to address that very issue. I know that things look bad, and a lot of people are worried and thinking, should you really be exerting yourself and interacting with other people during this time? It's really would be safer to just quarantine yourself. And I say, but of course, we're going to be continuing to produce the content that you all know and love and come to expect from us because, as you know, Nimji Entertainment has never once failed to upload every single week the content that we promise you. And that's a fact. Um, don't quote me on that, please. Just paraphrasing is fine. We look. A lot of people are worried about. What am I even saying? The corona has no effect whatsoever on making content that's individual. What am I talking about?
What advice would you give to people who are currently self-quarantined due to the coronavirus?
Um, well, wash your hands well. Use lots of hand sanitizer. Don't go out unless you have to. And while you're in your homes, watch lots of Nimji content.
Wouldn't you think it would be beneficial to people to watch things that make them
No.
happy? What are your personal thoughts on the COVID-19 outbreak?
Where are the other 18 COVIDs? Also, I'm pretty sure it's a pandemic now, not an outbreak. It's a much bigger problem. People do seem to be quite concerned about this whole coronavirus thing right now. Um, Honestly, I mean, I'm of the opinion that we're all blowing things out of proportion. Like, there's only, what, a couple hundred confirmed cases in the US. Like, it's really not that hard. I mean, they just stopped testing people for the virus and then the numbers went down. It works, doesn't it? All I'm saying is there is merit to their strategy. The numbers don't lie. Less people getting tested for corona, less confirmed cases. That's all that matters.
Where'd you get that watch, Mr. Nimji?
Oh, thank you for noticing. I actually, I bought it off of a young Indonesian orphan. Honestly, I don't understand what all the panic is about. People keep acting like this is such an unprecedented thing. Like, how could this have possibly happened and we didn't realize? Well, it's time for you guys to wake up. This has been a long time coming. We've realized that overpopulation was an issue for decades now, and we haven't done nearly enough to prevent it, so Mother Nature had to step in. I mean, not just saying, the hurricanes, the wildfires, Notre Dame burning down, Amazon burning down.
If we had taken the steps before.
The end is nigh. It's a sign. It's all happening for a reason. These things are happening for a reason. Look, I'm just saying that maybe
time for
we
an
need
ethnic
to pay
cleansing.
attention to the world
Don't even
around
get me
us
started on the
more.
immigrants,
There's
all
a
the
reason.
refugees.
There's a reason
Yeah, I'm
for it.
seeing
There's a
guys.
reason
I
these
know
things
what
are
you all-
happening.
I tried to
Open
warn
your
you.
eyes.
I
Wake
tried
up,
to tell us.
America.
Do you think that maybe America is asleep because it's tired of your bull?
Remember back when people were worried about Chinese folks bringing corona? Now the Chinese are worried about the white people giving them corona. Their government cracked down on it, okay? They went, shut everything down. They're like, you stay in your house. We're gonna put guards on the street so the only people who can be outside. You step outside, you get shot. You open your window, you get shot. You speak to another person, you get shot. What was that? What was that thing? There's another virus that got a pretty good name.
Hemorrhoids.
No. How come Zika virus got such a good name? What's the deal with that, huh? Zika. That sounds so much cooler than Corona. That's not true. Corona sounds pretty cool, but it doesn't make any sense because of beer. Who's coming up with this stuff? When did we start calling COVID? I don't understand this. What's the official title? Is it coronavirus or COVID? Because coronavirus really sounds made up. But also, isn't it coronavirus one word? Coronavirus? What's the COVID mean? Is it an acronym? Corona of viruses in Detroit. 19. Why are you interviewing me about this? What is this? Why would I have any relevant information on this subject? Who cares what I have to say? What's the point? Why am I here? What am I even doing? Nobody watches these. It's just no point. Yes, of course we'll be continuing to make content. As a matter of fact, with the city more or less shut down, this just gives us more time than ever before to keep our videos coming in backlog. In fact, if anything, you're going to be seeing more content from us. So really, this is quite a good thing. I mean, if it means more views and more profits for us, then can't say I really complain.
Are your videos monetized?
No comment. Yes, I have been cutting myself off from any human or animal contact for the last week.
What do you think about the constant decline in views on your videos ever since the first episode was released?
I think we're just in a downturn right now. I think a lot of it is the coronavirus, and the mob has something to do with it too. It's possible there's Russian interference in the YouTube algorithm, so it's not showing accurately the demographics. You know, the stats might not be really accurate. I'm not concerned. I think our viewer base is stronger than ever, and
What do you think about the idea that the coronavirus is more successful as a pandemic than you are as a creator?
who keeps giving these questions? What is this? Stop! Don't eat that, please. A couple new shows we're gonna be starting. Alongside the podcast, they won't be weekly. We just don't have that kind of time. But I think you guys are very much going to enjoy them just as much as you have been these podcasts, which is minimal to none. I mean, I'm just doing what I think is best. And this whole thing, as you know, started because of a stupid joke that Aiden made. So really, there's no way to go downhill from that starting. A lot of people have been asking why I don't put my content on Spotify. A lot of people have said to me,
Now, Jekyll, I would love to watch your content, but I can't be bothered to open a YouTube tab while I'm working, so please put it on Spotify, thank you.
those people can go to hell. Do you think this is easy? What do you think, I'm just made of podcasts? You think I can just manifest podcasts wherever you want them to be? It's not that simple, okay? I upload on YouTube, I have an Instagram account, I have a Twitter account, I have a subreddit. What more do you people want from me? I have a Patreon that no one uses. Seriously, does no one watch YouTube on their laptops anymore? I get it, YouTube is a monstrosity trying to get you to get their premium or whatever so you can keep tabs open while you're doing other stuff. Why? But can't you just be doing your homework while you're on your laptop? You can keep YouTube tabs open on your laptop while you're doing other stuff, while you're on other tabs. It's not that difficult, guys. Throw me a bone here. I'm doing all that I can. It's like if you're being like, meh, you grew the crops, you harvested them, you chopped them up, you cooked them, you made the meal, you put on a plate, you stab it with a fork, put it right in front of my mouth, and open my mouth for me and put it in my mouth and chewed it for me, but you're expecting me to swallow it on my own? You lazy sons. You disgust me. Like, oh yeah, I enjoy your podcast. I think it's really funny and really cool that you do this. Not enough to actually go out of my way and go through 1 inch of trouble to watch it, though.
Mr. Jickles, would you say that you're uncoordinated, which may be the result of you using substances to cope with your depression?
Who is this guy? Yeah, I think an important thing is just to remember, like, the basics, right? I mean, we've heard most of this stuff, like, cough into your arm, don't touch people, don't make physical contact, 6 feet distance, social distancing, use hand sanitizer after every encounter with people, all that kind of stuff. It's really basics. It's really just basic stuff, you know? High five. Awesome. It's fine, I'm fine. I just think I need a little fresh air or something, that's all. Someone open a window or something.
Mr. Jickles, what is your response to people saying that your content is already getting stale, even though you've only made 12 episodes of your podcast?
Sorry, I won't have any. Thanks.
Do you think you're making this video with no real purpose in mind, other than that you want more views?
I'm not making any money from this. I don't know what I'm doing. There's no point to this. I wanted to make a video and I had no real idea behind it. It's just terrible. This is terrible. Lena, what are you eating?
That's what she said. Do you think that this video is the product of substance abuse?
Stop it with something.
I just think that it's important for your audience to be aware of the weed. Mr. Jickles,
Yes? Next question. Keep going.
Mr. Jickles, I'm curious, what is your response to...
I'm sorry. Can I just get a glass of water, please? Thanks.
This is all we have. Sorry.
Hey, little guy. I feel very intrusive.
How do I improv without saying something racist?
Let me look you in the eye this time. No, it's worse. It's so much worse. Just take it. Just take it. I'm not. Just cut the video. We're not gonna see it.